Inside the quiet corners of an old library, a young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, sits surrounded by towers of books. She traces the spines of greatness, feeling a strange ache in her chest. It is the weight of stories she hasn't lived, and words she hasn't spoken. Most people spend their lives in these aisles, reading about the fire of others, while their own embers grow cold. She pulls a leather-bound journal toward her, its pages mocking her with their pristine whiteness. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, realizes that the comfort of this room has become a cage. The smell of old paper is sweet, but it's the scent of things that have already finished. She is still a draft, a collection of chapters waiting for a pen that she refuses to pick up. The fear isn't that she will fail, but that she might actually succeed and be forced to leave this familiar safety behind. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, grips the edge of the table. Staying here is easy. It's the slow erosion of the soul that happens when we settle for good enough. The world is full of people who are capable of excellence, but are addicted to the security of the average. She stands up, her chair scraping against the floor like a call to arms. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, walks toward the exit, leaving the heavy silence of the library behind. Every step feels like shedding a layer of lead. The transition from who we are to who we could be starts with the uncomfortable decision to walk out of the rooms that no longer challenge us. Outside, the air is sharp and cold, biting at her skin as she stands at the base of a winding mountain trail. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, looks up at the peak hidden in the mist. This is the threshold. Most people stop here, looking at the incline and deciding the view from the bottom is sufficient. They choose the horizontal life because the vertical one requires a different kind of breath. The climb begins, and immediately the doubt sets in. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, finds her lungs burning. The trail is steep and unforgiving, filled with loose stones and shadows. This is where the internal monologue turns toxic, whispering that she was never meant for the heights. Potential is a mountain that demands a sacrifice of comfort, and the price is paid in every heavy, aching step. She stops for a moment, looking back at the valley, where the library sits like a tiny toy. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, wipes sweat from her forehead. The temptation to return to the warmth and the books is overwhelming. We stay small because the past is a known ghost, while the future is an unknown giant. It takes more courage to be exhausted in the right direction than to be comfortable in the wrong one. Instead of turning back, she pushes into the thickest part of the cloud. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, can't see the path anymore, only the next 3 feet. This is the climax of growth, the moment you move forward because of your vision, not because of your sight. Most people fail here because they wait for the fog to clear before they move, but the fog only clears once you've climbed above it. Suddenly, the gray world breaks. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, emerges onto a wide plateau, bathed in golden light. The air is thin but pure. She realizes that her potential wasn't a hidden treasure she had to find. It was the person she became while refusing to stop. The climb didn't just reveal her strength, it created it. The version of her that started in the library no longer exists. Standing at the summit, she feels a profound peace. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, looks out over the horizon, where the world looks infinite. Becoming who you could be isn't about perfection. It's about the refusal to remain stagnant. It's the daily decision to choose the mountain over the library. She finally understands that the only thing standing between a person and their greatness is the lie that they are already finished. She turns toward the camera, a small, knowing smile on her face. A young woman with a sharp jawline, short, messy auburn bob haircut, wearing a worn-out denim jacket over a mustard yellow t-shirt, is finally home within herself. Now, it's your turn to walk out of your library. If this story sparked something in you, hit like and subscribe to join us on this journey of becoming. Leave a comment below telling us what one small step you're taking today. Let's stop reading about greatness and start living it.